The name Epicurean comes from the Greek philosopher Epicurus, who believed that pleasure is the greatest good. We're going to find out if that's true and a little bit more next on The Borough. We're here at the Boutique Hotel Epicurean to awaken appetites unknown. This culinary event at the Epicurean Theatre stars Chef Michael, known for his Italian cuisine at Cena, as he prepares fresh and simple specialty dishes. Chef, how did you get started in cooking?
Well, at first I was a junior college dropout. Then I got into the restaurant business at a local bar called Chili's. And I started out dishwashing, and then typical story where they need help on the line one night.
Yeah.
Got to go help, did a good job, never went back to the dish room. And then I had a buddy who was going to a culinary school here in Lakeland, and me and my buddy decided to go to that, and we did that for 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then now you're at Cena. It's one of my favorite restaurants in the Channel District. It's a great little spot. So now we're at Epicurean Theatre tonight. So how did you get involved here?
Well, I used to work for Burns, the company, back for Sideburns for 8 years. So I'm familiar with all the people that work here. I've stayed good in touch and close friends with them.
That's
I've been doing it for like 3 years, so it's a lot of fun. I love doing it. Yeah.
I was going to ask you about how long do you do it? How often do you do it?
I try to get back like every 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
My classes tend to fare pretty well, and I've been lucky enough to have been asked back. So I like to do things that people can relate to and make it fun and have a good time.
A lot of people are hesitant to try new things in the kitchen. What's your best advice?
I say you find a recipe that doesn't look that all involved. You grab the ingredients, you have everything in front of you. I tell the class here that we talk about mise en place, which is having all your ingredients in front of you and ready to start the recipe. Don't be one of those people who, I think I have this, I think I have that in the fridge, and before you know it, you're trying to run around, scurrying around your kitchen trying to make a dish, and it's not going to happen.
Right.
So if you're prepared, you've read your recipe well through, and you've seen some of the things, because sometimes when you read a recipe, you just look at the ingredients, but then it tells you in the steps to do something kind of quirky with the ingredients. You have no idea that's going to happen, and it throws you for a loop. You're like, I'm not doing that. I don't know how to do that, and it can be as simply as just sautéing something on the grill or in the pan or on the oven.
So prepare.
Prepare. Yes, that's what I would say.
So I think you're going to give me a little preview about what we're making tonight.
Of course. There's one dish we're going to do tonight. It's called carpaccio. So there's
one of my favorites.
Many different versions of this. Tonight I'm going to show you how to use a raw piece of beef, cut it, pound it out, and then build it from there.
Now, do you have to have a certain kind of grade of beef, or?
Generally, we like to use filet because there's less fat in the filet, so it's got a nice flavor. And then we're going to pair it with a nice little arugula and aged balsamic and some Parmesan.
Yum.
So very, very simple. Not many components to go with it. It's something that you can buy at the store. And do
easy.
Yeah, the hardest part will be pounding it out, which is
good. So show me how it's done.
Okay, so we're gonna have the filet here, and I want to show you how we cut a piece off, and then we're gonna layer it in between the film here, and then we're gonna pound it out using a mallet.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what, we're gonna let you pound it out. I'll cut the piece off, and then you can pound it. All right.
All right. Let's see. Nice and thin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you do is you take it.
Put it between.
Yeah.
In here. Okay. First you wash your hands, then you do this.
Okay, so we're not taking out your daily frustrations on this today. So
we still want it edible?
We'll start off with like
lightly
that's way
lighter than I was gonna go. Okay.
Yeah.
A little more?
A little more. All right, take a little bit of your frustration on. Okay.
Okay, good. That feels better.
That was good. In Venice, this is where this became popular at a bar called Harry's. in Venice. I'm gonna plate this right on here because we don't have a plate. So,
Okay.
and then I have some extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Some Parmesan cheese.
Some arugula.
Some salt, some arugula, some pepper, and then we go ahead and season this right here. So I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Don't pour all that, just a little,
little?
just a little bit. Yep.
Just a little, coat it a little.
Yep. Okay.
Do you serve this at Cena?
We don't have this on the
No.
menu right now. When we first opened, I did have a carpaccio.
Yeah, I kind of remember that, I
Yeah.
think.
And a little salt, a little pepper.
How popular is it?
You know, it's either you love it or you hate it. It's one of those things who people who like raw meat or don't like raw meat, you know? So then we'll just pour a little bit of oil on the meat and a little bit of salt on the meat and a little
Any
bit
special kind of salt or just table salt?
We love kosher salt.
Okay.
Kosher salt is something that you can feel. It's not like iodized salt where it's really small and,
Right.
and you don't know how much you're using. I think with kosher salt, you get a real feeling of how much you're using.
Yep.
You know? All right, and then we
And
have
then
some
balsamic.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put this on here, like this. You can go ahead and put the cheese on top, a little cheese. There we go.
Cheese. Yeah.
And then a little drizzle of the balsamic.
Look at that, it's beautiful carpaccio.
Yeah. And then, you know, sometimes it's to be eaten with some nice croûtes.
Yeah.
Or a cracker, or just plain by itself is good as well.
So Chef, this carpaccio looks great. I know it's one of the items on the menu. What else are we working on tonight?
Tonight we're also doing manigot, which sometimes people will say manicotti.
Yeah.
That's not how we tend to say it. It's a stuffed pasta with cheese tonight, and then we're gonna do the sauce called the matriciana, which is a sauce that has guanciale, red onions, tomato sauce,
Yeah.
chilies,
Yum.
basil, and then I'm gonna put that over top of the manigot. Which is kind of something that I do at Cena. It's, you know, we don't always do something super classic, but then we'll take things that are classic and mix them together and make a dish of them. And then for the last dish, something we're gonna do is a Roman dish that's from, it's called veal saltimbocca.
Okay.
And that'll be a dish of veal and prosciutto and a nice
Yum.
little brown gravy to go with it, yeah.
Yeah, they sound traditional, but with a little twist on them. I like that.
Yes, and then that's kind of what we are at Cena. We are kind of modern, we are kind of classic, we are kind of sometimes what I like to say, maybe Italian-American up from New York, but for the most part, we're modern.
Well, how fun that you could bring Cena here to the Epicurean Theatre and kind of share it with participants tonight. So I think that's a fun time. So
Yeah, it's a good time.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good time. The crowd's always nice, it's always educational. We have a good time. You know, I answer any questions, whether it be about the dish or something else. If anyone has any other questions, they're welcome to ask. It's really fun. The setting is great. You can't ask for a better place to teach a class in a stadium seating style teaching class. So I enjoy coming here.
Well, we're really lucky to have the Epicurean here at Hillsborough County. It gives a unique flavor, I guess, to our culinary scene, and it kind of exposes our residents to foods they've probably never cooked at home or attempted to do. So I think this is really great. And thanks for being here tonight, and thanks for letting us tag along and make a little carpaccio with you.
Hey, my pleasure, anytime.
Where else can you have great local chefs teach you how to cook in such an intimate setting? Only at the Epicurean, and only in Hillsborough County. Now, go out and explore the borough. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Borough. Be sure to like and share it. If you want to see more great people and places in Hillsborough County, please subscribe. And we're always looking for places to explore, so leave us your ideas in the comments below.